Sigrid Hassan had won 2 golds and a bronze in Tokyo. She has 3 more medals in 2024. And she'll never forget her performance on the streets of Paris.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the Paris 2024 moments when athletes showed us what humans are really capable of.
The king of sprinting, the world champion, at last!
Number 10, Antoine Zupon.
The Stade de France was packed to capacity as France played Fiji in the Rugby Sevens final.
As you'll see with a number of entries on our list, there's nothing like a good underdog story to charge the soul. After a devastating loss to South Africa in the quarterfinals of the 2023 Rugby World Cup, on French soil no less, Zupon led the French men's rugby team to Olympic gold, ending Fiji's winning streak after 2 gold medals.
The scores were level at the break, and a memorable second half was to follow. Straight from the restart, there was a try for France. Their starman, Antoine Zupon, left the Fijian defence trailing.
This is especially meaningful considering the team didn't even qualify for the previous games in Tokyo, and that Fiji, as reported by the Associated Press, had never lost an Olympic Rugby Sevens game. Zupon later commented, quote, "We really felt that we represent rugby, but we represent all the French sport as well."
Their fans had seen history made by a team which did not even qualify for Tokyo 2020.
Number 9, the Canadian men's 4x100 meters relay team.
They're a well-oiled quartet with Andre Degrass running the anchor leg for the first time in history.
A series of extenuating circumstances had seemingly dashed the team's gold medal hopes, with Andre Degrass suffering from an ongoing hamstring injury, leading to his going out in the semifinals, and the team as a whole posting the slowest time to advance.
The Canadians so efficient, handing off to Degrass. Degrass has a chance here. Degrass in the lead. Down the straight they go. Andre Degrass, can he hold them off? Yes!
In the end, the Canadians won gold in an upset over the American team. Commenting on their unlikely victory after the fact, Degrass noted that, quote, "It's a complete set. We got the bronze in Rio, Tokyo we got the silver. Now it's like icing on the cake to get the gold medal with these guys."
Canada wins the gold in a massive upset here in Paris. 37-50, a seasonal best. That's what we're talking about.
Number 8, Alex Yee.
The streets of Paris packed with an expectant crowd for the men's triathlon. 55 starters lined up in the sunshine on Pont Alexandre Trois.
British triathlete Yee is the most decorated triathlete in the history of the modern Olympic Games. His legacy was cemented at Paris 2024, when he surged and came out from behind to win gold in the last 400 meters of the men's triathlon. Moments earlier, it had looked like the end, with Yee's rival, the New Zealander Hayden Wilde, comfortably set to take first place.
Yee and Berger together, 30 seconds behind the leaders, but with their strongest disciplines still to come.
Speaking to The Guardian, Yee was quoted as saying, quote, "It was one of those mad moments where everything just fell into place. I was in quite a bad place. I was going through a really bad patch, but I didn't give up."
He turned silver at Tokyo 2020 into gold at Paris 2024.
Number 7, Cole Hawker.
Well, Scott, the stage is set for one of the greatest showdowns at these games in athletics. The great rivalry between Jakob Ingebrigtsen of Norway, the Olympic champion, and Josh Kerr.
We didn't see that one coming. In an underdog story for the ages, the American runner secured the country its first gold medal in the men's 1500-meter race since Matthew Centrowitz Jr. in 2016. The fact that Hawker set a new personal record, not to mention a new North American area record, isn't even the most impressive or shocking statistic on display.
Look at this finish! It's Cole Hawker upstaging them! First for Olympic gold!
Hawker managed to beat out not 1, not 2, but 3 commonly predicted frontrunners to win gold. Hawker's fellow runners Josh Kerr and Jakob Ingebrigtsen's widely publicized rivalry left sports fans eagerly anticipating their next chapter. Ultimately, the rivalry would be their undoing. Their focus on beating one another gave Hawker, the underdog, an unexpected opportunity to swoop in.
And Cole Hawker took his time. He stayed on the inside lane. He waited for a little gap to open, and he shot through and won that gold medal.
Number 6, Mijaín López.
The heavyweights of Greco-Roman wrestling competed for medals at Champ de Mars Arena.
As reported by ESPN's Connor O'Halloran, Cuban Greco-Roman wrestler Lopez is in an exclusive club all by himself. However, you shouldn't feel too bad for his self-imposed isolation. Lopez scored his 5th consecutive gold medal in the men's Greco-Roman wrestling 130 kilogram category.
The 4-time champ showed his prowess early, getting a pair of points for a roll.
While O'Halloran pointed out that other athletes have reached the same heights in team events, it was emphasized that Lopez's achievement is unprecedented on an individual basis. Even wilder, Lopez hadn't competed internationally in any capacity since the 2020 Games in Tokyo. How do you top that? You don't. The 41-year-old athlete left his shoes on the mat before exiting, signaling his retirement from the sport. We'd say he's earned it.
Lopez Nunez became the first Olympian to ever win 5 gold medals in the same event.
Number 5. Sigrid Hassan. Don't we all love a feel-good story?
Sigrid Hassan of the Netherlands and world record holder Tigist Assefa. A slight collision, but both recovered and sprinted for the line.
Dutch runner Hassan embodied a unique kind of pride and joy after securing the gold medal at the Paris 2024 Women's Marathon.
Hassan, the gold medal winner in an Olympic Games record time of 2 hours, 22 minutes and 55 seconds. Assefa second.
Born in Ethiopia, Hassan emigrated to the Netherlands in 2008 as a refugee, obtaining Dutch citizenship 5 years later in 2013. Her gold medal winning performance in Paris took on additional significance when she beat the Ethiopian Sigrid Hassan. She earned the title of the only woman ever to have won gold in not only the marathon, but the 5,000 meter and 10,000 meter as well. Hassan also became the first athlete, regardless of gender, to win gold at all of these events since 1952.
Sigrid Hassan had won 2 golds and a bronze in Tokyo. She has 3 more medals in 2024. And she'll never forget her performance on the streets of Paris.
Number 4. Arman Detis. It probably goes without saying that this American-born Swedish pole vaulter is really good at his chosen sport. So good, in fact, that Duplantis holds the top 9 records for highest heights ever reached in pole vaulting. Duplantis' performance at Paris 2024 only served to confirm his legendary status, breaking yet another world record by clearing 6.25 meters in height. To put this in context, Duplantis had already won gold before having set this record and becoming the only competitor to clear 6 meters. The closest anyone else came was the American Sam Kendricks at 5.95 meters. How much higher can Duplantis go? Well, that's up to him. Number 3. Noah Lyles. This track and field sprinter had an emotional roller coaster of a time at Paris 2024. Commentators were hyper-fixated on Lyles' dramatic collapse on the track after the 200-meter race, which saw him place 3rd behind Letsile Teboho and Kenny Bednarek. However, just prior to that, Lyles had set a new personal best in a nail-biting display that saw a temporary outbreak of confusion as to who had won.
Lyles! By thousandths of a second! Thousandths of a second! Everybody thought Thompson had just hung on. Lyles came through on the near side.
Although the race had, for a moment, been called for Jamaica's Keishane Thompson, Lyles emerged victorious, giving the U.S. its first gold in the category since 2004. Number 2. Simone Biles. Who doesn't love a good comeback story? The most decorated gymnast of all time made a triumphant return to the Olympics after shockingly withdrawing from the 2020 Games in Tokyo after being plagued with a series of health struggles, both physical and mental. Paris 2024 was a completely different story. Biles won 2 all-around and vault titles, and also became the first woman since Vera Chaslavska, that is, the second woman ever, to have accomplished such a feat. The captain of the American artistic gymnastics team nicknamed the Golden Girls, Biles led them to victory, further deepening her status as a modern-day legend.
Coming back in that routine, such elevation in the tumbles and the leaps, controlling the spins, it had it all, didn't it? And then, not the final pass, that was the Biles.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Yusuf Dikeç. Never mind the fact that this Turkish sport shooter is the country's oldest ever Olympic medalist, which is insanely impressive by itself. Dikeç, as you've probably seen by now, is a certified badass. One hand on his pistol, the other in his pocket, the Olympian's casual vibe caused him to go massively viral at Paris 2024, with even his fellow Olympians taking to social media to pay homage. Although Dikeç and his partner Seval İlayda Tarhan didn't win the gold, they easily won our hearts. Has going beast mode ever looked so cool and nonchalant before? What was your favorite Paris 2024 moment? Let us know in the comments below.
And now the sun comes out as the Canadians join their friends and family and fellow athletes as the celebration is on in Paris.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.